Okay, awesome. So it's in record. A big welcome to Team UAE on our first training call for the year, which is super exciting. We are just totally pumped since coming back from the UAE and really excited to see what's really happening over there. So, you know, it's been a couple of weeks now since we've been back, and our time over there was just incredible. You know, we've got Sunny on here and Caitlin, and Jono's not on, but the four of us came over and really didn't know what to expect, but really it outdid all of our expectations of what is possible there in the UAE. So with the launch, we were so excited to be part of that. And really having you guys come on board is such an exciting time for each and every one of you. So as your upline sponsors in Australia, we just want to make sure that you guys are 100% supported, 100% understanding of how this business works, you know, the training that you need to create what you want to create in this business. So we want to do this as a regular thing each week to connect as a team. And as your team grows, is getting more people in here so that you understand how the duplication process works. And training in every area that you need to create an amazing business. So tonight, or today over there, we want to kind of go through some areas that we believe is really important for each and every one of you to understand in this business. We call it the 4 beliefs. And these 4 beliefs in our business, we want to make sure that every belief is a 10 out of 10 for you guys. You know, a lot of us have been on this journey for a number of years now, and we know as your leaders that for you to progress in this business, you need to have a good belief in every area of this business. So tonight, each leader here is going to share a little bit about their belief on the business and the product. The 4 beliefs is the product, the business, the industry, and self, in yourself. And we're going to share about 10 minutes each person on that belief, and hopefully that you guys will be able to get some good information from that as well. So first and foremost, I'm going to hand it over to, it's Caitlin, you're going to do product, right? I'm going to hand it over to you first. Okay. So we're going to talk about the belief in the product. Now, for those that have just started with us, what I want you to do right now, either write it down or have it in your head. We want for you guys to have a 10 out of 10 belief in the product, okay? 10 out of 10. Right now, where you stand, what is your belief in the product out of 10? So a number. I want you to put a number down of your belief in the product. Now, it's okay if you guys have just started on the product and it's not quite a 10 out of 10, because we understand that. A lot of you have just started on this product. Caitlin said, comment here, great thing there. So we've got a little chat going there. So if you want to put in that chat, what is your number out of 10 of belief in the product? Okay. Caitlin, I'm going to hand it over to you. Caitlin is our NMD, youngest NMD in Australia. Lucky enough to have her part of our team. And she's going to share what that means to have belief in the product. So Caitlin, I'm going to hand it over to you, babe. And you guys can keep commenting over in that little chat box. Okay, and I'm just going to...
All good, Abby. I think I'm all good there.
Awesome.
Is that all good?
Yep.
Okay. So thanks, Abby, for the introduction. And I would love to see what you guys believe in the product as well, because the product is really the foundation of our business. And the reason we've been a company around for this many years and we've held such a good reputation with our product is because all of us franchisees have a 10 out of 10 belief in the product. And if you only have a 5 or 6 belief out of the product, we want to make sure we affirm that tonight, and we make sure that you are walking away from this Zoom with a 10 out of 10 belief so you can share this with as many people as you know. So what I love about this product compared to so many other things is that Juice Plus is fruit, veg and berry in a capsule. It is so simple, and there's not many products on the market that are in a vegan capsule that are easily digested and absorbed just like Juice Plus. So what we've got here is the vitamins in our fruit, minerals in our veg, and antioxidant levels in our berries. And when you combine these 3 in the body, it works in perfect synergy and harmony, and you get the perfect balance of all your vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. and your phytonutrients, which is plant-based nutrients. They're the nutrients we don't get on a daily basis. So being able to share that with people and explain to people that all you're getting is fruit, veg, and berry nutrients in a capsule. Take this every day. It's going to increase your energy. You're going to feel better. You're going to start to look better. You're going to start to have that extra vitality in your step. So a little bit about the product. It is all organically grown. So from seed, soil, the plantation, everything is organically grown. It is late picked and vine ripened. So what that means is they don't take the fruit and veg off the vine or off the tree when it is unripe. They wait till the peak of ripeness when it's got maximum nutrition. Then it's picked, juiced and dried and put into the capsule. So about 2 years ago, I actually got to go and see and witness for myself firsthand the encapsulation plant that's over in San Marcos in America. And that was a massive changing point in my business because I got to see the production of how these capsules are made and to see that how stringent they are with step-by-step to make sure this product has no herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, no bacteria. This product is completely clean to make sure we get the highest level of nutrients with the most minimal amount of calories. And the way that they do that is extracting all the water content out, which when they dehydrate the water content, in the water molecules evaporates the sugar and salts. So what you're left with is a thick pulp. You're left with all the phytonutrients and all the raw enzymes, and that's what nourishes our body. So our product is extremely clean in terms of no sugar, no salts. It's only got the raw live enzymes. It's wheat-free and gluten-free. It's got no heavy metals, no yeast, no molds, no bacteria, no herbicides and pesticides, like I said before. It's tested and proven to be safe by the NSF and the FDA in the USA, which is amazing. And in Australia, we have it approved by the Therapeutics Good Administration, which is the TGA. So it holds a very, very high standard as a nutritional whole food product around the world. And we are currently, and I believe we will be for a very, very long time, the world's most researched whole food nutrition product. The reason we are the world's leading is because we've got over 30 different peer-reviewed medical journals published stating what Juice Plus is as a product and how it works in the body is at the most effective level that it could possibly be. And that's why we call Juice Plus on the back of the label. It says the next best thing to fruits and vegetables, because it literally is. You can't get anything as close to the real deal as Juice Plus. Nat, do you want to fill in any blanks there?
What we have been told when they say organically grown is that the majority, I think it's up to 90% of our fruit and veggies being organically grown at the moment. We aren't allowed to technically say we're an organic product, but I will tell you that the company is making headway in trying to get all the farms certified organic so we can get certification. Now, if we got that certification, that would be a miraculous and an amazing step forward for our company. But what I will say is that because it's been tested for wheat, yeast, gluten, herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals, yeast molds, viruses, bacteria, and they're null and void, what we are very fortunate enough to say is that this is the next best thing to fruits and vegetables. What I love about it the most is that it is the largest volume of nutrition that you could put in your body at one point in time for the most affordable price.
That's right. So when you look at the level, all the ingredients that are on the back of the label and you really go into that, you just got to think, do I really eat that on a daily basis? Do my potential customers eat that on a daily basis? They probably don't. And if they were to eat that, I know in Dubai and all around the UAE, most of the fruit and veg is actually imported. So this is where it's so important, us promoting Juice Plus, because you're not actually able to get that level of nutrients in your daily diet. So through Juice Plus, they are able to get that level of nutrition. So we've got some people commenting down there about their level of belief out of the product. And Lamar, I love the fact that you said 11 out of 10 for the Juice Plus Complete. The Juice Plus Complete, does anyone have a sachet of that they can hold up for me? The Juice Plus Complete is a plant-based protein sachet. In this plant-based, now we've got everyone holding them up. Let's all see. Where's everyone's Juice Plus? There we go. Beautiful. Abs, can you just hold it up again? Sunny's got a fresh box delivered to the house. So in the Juice Plus Complete, we've got 2 flavors. We've got the vanilla and we've got the chocolate. These are both naturally flavored. There's no synthetics, no artificial flavorings. It's got no gluten and no dairy in this, which means when your clients take this, they don't get any bloating, they don't get any constipation, and it's actually full of fiber and full of nutrients. It's full of plant-based products. So if you look on the market, most protein powders actually contain dairy, and dairy it upsets a lot of people's stomach. With Juice Plus, it's actually got a lot of components in there that align with the stomach. It alkalizes the stomach and it works in synergy with the body. It's easily absorbed. It's a brilliant meal on the go. Lamar, can you just comment down below, what do you use your Juice Plus Complete? What do you mix with it? What's your favourite recipe that you mix with it? Because I know, Lamar, you're from the health and fitness industry as well. Ryan Tate, we've got you from the fitness industry. I'm from the personal training industry as well. And for all of our clients, we highly recommend this because there's no other protein powder on the market like this that balances equally carbs, proteins, good fats, and all the enzymes that you need to nourish your body. So I'm going to leave it there. That's a bit about the product. And Abby, I'm going to hand it back to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Kat. That's amazing. Thank you. And I think just to add just briefly on there, one of the things that's amazing for me, for my belief, is actually seeing it in the bodies of people, and stories and listening to testimonials of people. You get to see how it actually transforms people's lives. And I know that a few of you that are going to stay on this call, we're going to share some testimonials afterwards on the opportunity call, just so that you hear how it can change someone's life, which for me gave me massive belief in seeing my friends and family around me and what the product has done for them. So thank you so much, Kat and Nat. Kat and Nat. I'm going to hand it over to Nat next, actually. And Nat, we've actually got Nat as a bit of a special guest, actually, just last minute, because Pat decided just to go to a house, and I thought that was a great move because we get to have Nat on this call as well. So Nat is also a great friend, and Natalie is actually our upline. She's a 100 Club member in WA as well, and she is a wealth. She's a real food coach. So her understanding of food is absolutely incredible. But Nat has also been around the company for the last, probably eight years now. So she's been around for a long time, and her belief in the company is completely 100% solid. So right now, in terms of Juice Plus, the company, I want you to have a think for your belief, out of 10 for that. I know some of you are just started, so this is quite new for you. But right now where you sit, I want you to put out of 10 your belief in the company. And I'm going to hand it over to you, Nat, to talk a bit about Juice Plus, the company.
Hi, everyone. How are you? Wow, this is lovely to see all these amazing new faces. I've been watching everything that's going on with the UAE, and I'm like, wow, it's so lovely to see all these pioneers starting a new country and opening it up. So super proud of all of you, and super proud of this team. This team in particular is a bit of a go-getter within my team structure, so it's great. So the one thing that I really want to talk about when it comes to the company is that, it wasn't until I went to my first conference and actually saw some of the speakers that were speaking about the company from a 20-year history that it actually just completely floored me. I come from the corporate world, and I had my own company, and I was quite successful in that, even though I really didn't drive a massive income through that. The company was seemingly successful, but I didn't really generate much income from that. And I was looking for something different. I was looking for something I didn't have to work 100 hours a week in. And when I started this, I didn't have much belief in the beginning because there was only 8 people in Perth that were doing Juice Plus. So I was kind of like number 9. And then I went to my first conference and I saw Lauren Slocum speak. And she got up there and she just said, this company is incredible. And these are the reasons why. First of all, started in 1971 from a dream that a man wanted to help people be well and wanted to keep people safe. And he's been sitting in his company chair 5 days a week for 43 years. And Jay Martin is one of the most profound members of the human race that I've ever met in my life. In 1971, they started with the smoke detector. They invented the smoke detector. Our company was called NSA, the National Safety Authority of America. And 10 years later, we actually sold the patent off for $1 million. We had $1 million. We're a $1 million debt-free company 10 years later. We used that $1 million and we actually bought the rights to 6 different patents for water and air filtration systems. For 10 years, we were door-to-door salespeople around America and some leading countries around, sorry, too many people in our house. And we were door-to-door salespeople for the company. We weren't even a network marketing company. We were just door-to-door salespeople, and people were selling these air and water filtration systems for 10 years. And then Jay Martin said, okay, we've had our time with that. And in 1993, he stumbled across Dr. Smokey Santillo, who actually was making fruit and vegetable concentrates and putting it under the tongue of cancer patients. Now, what this means is that when you put a concentrate of fruit and vegetable nutrition under the tongue of a cancer patient in stage 4 cancer, what happens is their appetite comes back. This is the most porous place in the body. The nutrition is uploaded into the brain and the body and the bloodstream. And what happens is their taste buds came back. He noticed that people started wanting to eat, so he put them on a smoothie. Then he noticed that they started to want to physically chew. And then he noticed some things that happened futuristically. He noticed that, some of the people that he had put on this powdered concentrate were becoming well. Now, we're not allowed to say that Juice Plus cures cancer, but I will tell you that story is public knowledge, and you can find that story with your upline. Your upline should have a copy of that. It's only in a readable form. It's not on a video. But what I loved about this the most is that it made so much sense to me. If you look at whole food nutrition, we know it heals. Whole food heals the whole body. So what happened is Jay Martin saw a gap in people's nutrition, and he decided to make this the leading product for the company. And we've been wholesaling and retailing and actually referring this product on for 23 years as a network marketing company. We changed the model 21 years ago, became network marketers, and what happened is it made us have relationships with our customers and look after them and watch them grow from a place of lethargy or ill health, or just somebody who wanted to add extra fruit and vegetable nutrition into their diet, into a place of higher energy, better health, and better wealth. And so for me, a company that's 43 years old is definitely something that I want to align with. What I had to get over was that I was significantly driven and wanted my own company. But then what I realized was this was a great vehicle, and I could be an individual and use this company as my vehicle for success. And so over the last 8 years, we've built this team, and you're a part of it, you're the greater team, into a 100-club team, and it's growing at such a rapid rate. So this company is something that I will align with till the day I die, and purely based on the fact that I've also had a product experience, and the company has served me well over the last 8 years, never missed a paycheck, got great leadership, got a great team, and we've got amazing corporate leadership in most countries, well, in all countries, I should say. So, you are in the right place with the right company, and a company with longevity, and a company that's debt-free and independent. So they're $10 billion debt-free company now. And also too, the most wonderful thing about the company is that we're independent. We're not floated on the stock market. We've had no assistance by anybody else. We also have the greatest relationship with the encapsulation plant, and now 90% of the product line that actually moves at the encapsulation plant is Juice Plus alone. We make 1 million capsules per hour, 7 days a week, every single day. So you know what I mean. So it's just, what we are is amazing. Do you want to add to that, Ab?
Awesome. Thanks, Natty. That's brilliant. And I think coming from that experience of being part of this company for that long, it just goes to show that, you can be in this company for a long time. Nat's sponsor, she's been in part of this business for 17 years. We have people that were there from the beginning, and that's exciting to still see them part of this, and actually have the same CEO 43 years ago to today. for me is like an amazing foundation for a business and a company. So thanks for that, Nat. That's amazing. All right, now we'll move straight along to Sunny. Sunny's going to talk about the industry. Now, I'm going to be honest, this was probably my biggest one that I need to get more belief in when I started the business, is the industry of network marketing, okay? There's sometimes a stigma attached to that, and it's always, for me, is not understanding really what it's all about. So I'm going to pass it over to Sunny, and before I do that, again, the industry of network marketing, what is your belief in that out of 10? Okay, have a think about that. The actual industry itself, network marketing, what's the belief out of 10? And I'm going to hand it over to Sunny. Give us a little overview.
Thank you, guys. Well, what an industry, hey? I mean, you sort of just did a little recap there, Abs. You know, when I heard about this, I didn't know anything about it. Is there a lot of I'm getting a lot of background noise. Are you guys hearing a lot of background noise? Echo? No, it might be just me. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know the industry actually existed. I'd never heard of direct selling, network marketing, referral-based business. I'd seen a little bit on Facebook, you know, around about 5 years ago when we were introduced to it. Valerie and I weren't really heavily on Facebook. You know, Facebook was really just starting to crank up probably 2 or 3 years after we started. So, you know, we didn't know a lot about it. All I really knew was sort of the 40-40-40. So you work the 40 hours a week for 40 weeks a year. Hopefully you get off, you know, 2 to 4 weeks off your company on holidays. And maybe over your lifetime, you might earn maybe 40%, which will enable you to retire into something and have some sort of decent retirement. You know, here in Australia, we've got, you know, government funding and whatnot to help us retire, but those days will be gone soon. The States and worldwide, it's very, very difficult. So, you know, I'd always just looked at a normal traditional business and I thought that would just be it. I'd be stuck in my JOB for the rest of my life and that was just the norm. And then I came across this industry. And at the beginning, you know, I couldn't believe actually something like this actually existed. You think about it, you can work from home, your mobile phone, you can work from anywhere in the world and make an income. And you know, when I started to research it, I just thought it was one of those things that, you know, you saw on the internet and people advertised about, and I thought, nah, it's one of those scams. That's what I honestly thought, you know. But when I started to really look into the people in our company, right, what we do here with Juice Plus and our business model, I couldn't believe it. You know, there was genuinely nice, caring people that wanted the best for other people, you know, helping other people succeed, you know, and that's when we met Abby in our upline, and then we met Nat. And it was incredible, right? But, you know, as we started to really look into it, the digital world took over, right? And for those of you guys now that are new into this, you know, would you not agree that Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's just taken over the world, right? If you had a choice now to set up a business, would you rather go and get overheads and heavily invest into something that might work, right? And go out on a whim and go, shit, I don't know, we'll give it a try, but all right, I'll mortgage my house, I'll mortgage everything and give this a go? Or would you rather come into a business model like ours where there's literally no investment, right? You've got all the training, all the help in the world. We're opening up globally into huge markets now, like an absolute no-brainer. So when I saw this and I started to research it, I was just like, wow, this is really, it blew my head back. I couldn't believe it, right? I could not believe it. I've been simply trading time for money since I was 17. I mean, back in the day when I worked in the family business, I worked for nothing, you know? So I've just been working, and here we are, and you get to build something that you get to pass on to your children, right? You get to build something that you get to help people create an income. I think that's one of the greatest things about our industry is that the fact that instead of you trampling over people to get to the top in a normal business structure, right, here you're taking people with you. You're literally grabbing people, bringing them with you, because you cannot succeed in a business model like ours without helping other people succeed. It was incredible. And then when I started to obviously do a little further research into what we do in the direct selling business, referral-based business, you know, we all, you know, globally went through the GFC, right? a financial downturn, and America turned itself upside down, and so did Europe and Australia. We had some tough times, and it still is globally. But you look at one industry that still had a double-digit rise in terms of percentage and growth, and that was the network marketing industry. We still rose. People were looking for another way. They wanted another way, right? And you still go out there now, and people don't even know that this exists, right? We've all come across people where we've explained this and shown people this, and they're like, oh my God, like, what is this, right? It's incredible. People do not even know. And, you know, we do have one of the most amazing business models in terms of millionaires. You look in terms of, you know, industries that create the most millionaires, well, it's network marketing. We have the most millionaires per capita, right? You know, you look at women. They did a little study and a little write-up article in Australia, commenting on how many millionaires now, right, that's here in Australia and worldwide in terms of stay-at-home mums. Like, stay-at-home mums are just killing it at the moment. It's incredible, right? All of a sudden, you can give a stay-at-home mum some purpose, some passion. What other industry is going to do that? What other industry is going to get a normal bloke like me to just go and throw his 12-year-old company away and say, yeah, I'm all in? Like, seriously, you know, you think about that. There's no other industry that can do that, right? And then you go to some of the conferences that we have. You know, a classic one that we have globally, and it's highlighted in the States, is GoPro, right, with Eric Worre. And this year he had Sir Richard Branson there advocating what an amazing business model network marketing is. Like, does that not just say it all? If this guy's saying go jump off a bridge, what would you do? You'd probably go and jump off a bridge, wouldn't you? Like, this guy is incredible. So if he's backing what we are doing, if he's standing there saying, you know what, if I was going to start a new business, instead of going and starting, you know, now he's flying people to the moon and he's got Virgin Airlines, etc., he would actually start a network marketing business. You know, Warren Buffett, he owns 8 network marketing companies. Like, does that not say it all? These are world leaders backing what we are doing. They're telling normal people like you and I to go out, invest in yourself in terms of personal development, invest in something small like 365 dirhams and go and build a multi-million-dollar business. Why not? Right? We've got nothing to lose here and everything to gain at the cost of nothing, right? It's incredible. So for me, you know, the industry, when I first looked at it, I couldn't even rate it out of 10 because I didn't even know it existed. And now, you know, I'm 12 out of 10. I'm 15 out of 10. Like, I'm all in. You know, this is what I do. Somebody says, you know, what do? I help, coach, and inspire to create an income from home through our business model. You know, however you want to phrase it, this is what I do. This is what I'm passionate about. All of us here, hence the reason why we went out on a limb and flew to the UAE, flew to Dubai, not knowing what we would, and you know, what we would come across, you know, what sort of people would want to get involved with what we do. But it's funny, you know, you travel worldwide and more and more people are turning to the entrepreneurial mindset, especially in Dubai, right? Everybody's come there for a reason. There you go, Lamar, exactly. Everybody came to the Dubai for a reason, for an opportunity to create some more income, make some cash, right, and get back to your hometown, get back to where you want to be in life. But, you know, the trap with Dubai is it's such a cool place and it's expensive that, you know, often people get caught up in the hype of Dubai, of how cool it is. I mean, I got caught up in brunch. I didn't want to leave because I just want to go from brunch to brunch to brunch, right? But, you know, that's what happens. And so you often see people that, yeah, I'm going to be in Dubai for a year and 10 years later they're still there and they haven't got that exit strategy, right? Here we give that. Here with our business model, we give that, right? And it's an amazing thing because we can see what's going to happen over the next 12 months. You guys are going to build these businesses from your mobile phones. You can literally pack your stuff up in a backpack, go home and continue to create that income, continue to have that income. And no other business model or industry will ever provide that for you, ever, right? So it's truly incredible, the opportunity that you guys have right here, right now. And you know what? If you're in the UK and you're in the States and Juice Plus has been around for 20 plus years, I still have that same belief. But I have the belief times 10 with Dubai and the UAE because it's a new market and because of the people we've met there, we can see the mindset in people. People want this, right? People need this and they want this. So we have that solution. So, guys, I'm super pumped. I'm going to hand it back to you, Abs, but the industry is like no other, guys. The industry is seriously like no other, and what you get back what you put in. So you'll find, you put in some effort, it compounds times 10, and over the years, you'll literally sit back in 5 to 10 years' time and go, wow, that was seriously the greatest decision I've ever made in my life. That's what's happened to me. That's what's happened to a lot of people here. And we're excited for you guys. We're excited. Abs, anything else would you like me to recap on?
No, that's awesome, Sunny. Thank you so much. And, just a couple of things just to add on that. If you are finding that you need more belief in the industry, there's a lot of resources that can help you understand it more. We have the Juicy Hub website, which is our training website, and we've put up some great YouTube clips, things like The Rise of the Entrepreneur, GoPro by Eric Worre, which Sunny mentioned. There's some books, things like The Beach Money, and also The 4-Year Career are some great books and some great YouTubes to kind of listen to so that you can get that belief a 10 out of 10. That was the one that I needed work on the most. And when I started to understand, Beach Money is fantastic. When I started to understand that as a stay-at-home mom, that in traditional work would never earn a 6-figure income, but yet I could do this through this network, through this understanding what network marketing is unbelievable. So to get your head around that is a really important thing. So thank you so much, Sunny. All right, so lastly, we're going to wrap up one more belief, which is actual self-belief, okay? Now, this is an interesting one, because this is probably the one that actually holds people back the most. A lot of people come into this having that self-doubt of, can I do this? Is this really possible? I've seen people do it, but can I do it? Okay? And sometimes those questions in our heads might stop us from going forward in this business. So self-belief is a really big one. So I'm going to get Nikki all the way from Italy. Nikki, if you want to unmute. Nikki has only been in this business for 6 or 7 months. And this
7 months.
7 months. And Nikki is one of my frontline, zooming towards NMD herself, creating an amazing team. And I know that she's had to really understand that concept of self-belief. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Nikki. All righty.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, so I have my sponsor in Australia, but I'm in Italy, and we have a completely different marketing plan in Italy. And I really had to, Abby's been a massive support. Other guys, Caitlin, Sunny, Val, they've all been on hand for me as well. So what I absolutely love is the fact that we have this, a bulletproof kind of group that really backs each other up and has each other's backs. But, the self-belief is also a really important thing, because 90% of the success of this business is our mindset. If our mindset is not in the right state of mind, the self-doubt kicks in, and, we think, oh, someone else is doing it better than me. We compare ourselves to others. And what we need to really focus on what we're doing, and not worrying about what someone else is doing and if they're doing something quicker than me, or, because the comparison is the thief of joy. We need to make small steps and appreciate the small victories. And I'm a really big believer in self-belief and writing out, affirmations every day, what it is that I want to achieve, what it is that I'm grateful for, and what it is that I want, in my business and also in my personal life. And I do find that when I am writing out my affirmations, I'm having my belief, I'm looking at my vision board of all the things that I want, these things just start to happen and the belief starts to grow in yourself. But you know what? Even if you don't have that initial belief in your capacity in this business, we all have that belief in you. We have, we are so excited by you guys and the passion and that you all have. And we know that you guys are just going to be absolutely superstars in this business. And you know what, if I can encourage every one of you, is to not think of this like a sales business. think of this as helping somebody. We all know someone, you know, I've had so many messages with all of you individually who all know people who desperately need this product because they do not have the right nutrition. So just have the belief in yourself. Think about it from the heart. You're talking to people, you're offering something that can help them. You're not trying to sell them anything. And, you know, I can honestly say that when you take it out of that situation of thinking that you've got to sell, and the belief in yourself, the belief in the product, knowing that you're helping somebody, that is when everything will really flow and you'll really see some momentum. I can't honestly say that enough. And we all believe in you 1,000%.
Amazing, Nikki. Thank you so much. No, that's great, because I know we're getting some people on now, so thank you for keeping that nice and short. So that's awesome. Guys, I just want to quickly wrap up and say thank you for being on this call. I'm going to stop recording now.